Happy Halloween, Flosstube! It's Janet with Janet Jabber. I'm coming at you with episode 214. If you're new to my channel, this is a channel about cross stitch. I hope you like what you see. Subscribe, comment, do the thumbs up, stay along for the ride. If you're a returning friend, thank you so much for stopping by again this week and seeing what's going on. And if you are a new friend, thank you so much for stopping by and checking us out. I am so excited about this video this week. I have notes, I have stuff piled everywhere. We're wrapping up October and sending us into November, and I am super excited. And yes, look, this is what I was for Halloween. These ears will probably fall off before I get through the video, but we're gonna shoot the video. So with that, I wanna jump into things as normal, and I want to remind you of some businessy kind of stuff. So I have a Happy Mail link in the description box below that if you would like to receive Happy Mail, please fill that out. I just randomly pull once a month and send out Happy Mail to people. It's just something I love doing. I also have friends listed in the that have businesses online or Facebook or whatever listed in the description box below. So please go and take that out. Look at those if you hear any that you're interested in checking out. Other than that, one of the things we do on here are the featured friend. So let's do featured friend this week, and it is Chrissy. I'm gonna pop her picture in here. Chrissy has a beautiful Halloween inspired, or not Halloween, fall inspired cross stitch pattern by Shannon Christine. And it's just a pumpkin sign. It's not just a pumpkin sign. It's a super cute pumpkin sign. Thank you very much for sharing that, Chrissy. Those are beautiful when they're stitched on black. Kind of a struggle for me, but it's not me, it's you, and you did a great job. And I hope everyone liked seeing that. Chrissy gets a lot of stitches done, and I love sharing her stuff on here. So with that, we're gonna move into what I have been stitching on this week, and two of them are finishes. Yes, Vicki, StitchNButton, 2 finishes this week, and they're not the ones I thought they were gonna be. So I lied to you. I didn't really lie. I just got something else done versus what I thought I would get done. I'm looking down at my notes so I can make sure I give you the information about this correctly. So my first one, I'm so excited for a finish. I knew this one would probably come through. This thing has long arms, and it's going to be a battle while I'm dressed up for you today. But the first one I have is Haunted Hill Road by Little Stitch Girl. My board is lost in the neverness. I'm showing you the back. Little Stitch Girl. I opted not to put the words across the bottom, and Ollie wants to let you know he's here. And this is stitched on 32 count vintage Stormy Night fabric. So that was my first finish. I'm super excited. Yes, Halloween's over. It won't go up this year, but we'll get that done and get it out for next year. My second one, this one was kind of surprised. I just kind of felt it, and I just kept moving on it. This is Autumn is Coming Mini Quaker by Stitches Through the Years. It is stitched on a 32 count Storm Lugana from Bestitch Me. There's still a needle in this that I have not put away. Good girl, Janet. And this is where I'm at. And she gave you the alphabet so you can personalize in the middle. O for Osborne. And I love how that turned out also. So those were surprises. I actually thought some of my weekly stitching would get done. I'm making Ollie go away. I really thought some of my weekly stitching would get done, and it didn't, but we'll see that soon. So, all right, one of the stitch pieces that I stitch on, I am still looking for my board, and it's, one of the weekly stitches that I stitch on is my Queen, so Autumn Queen. Oh, this weekend, once the haunted house was done, which we'll talk about in the end, I sat and stitched. Ollie wants you to know he's here. So I'm going to show you Autumn Queen from Mirabilia, and this is where she's at. I reached bottom, folks. See all that brown? I did more than that, but yesterday I did so much brown stitching, and I started doing the last bit of the white stitching that also uses the fuzzy stuff. I can't think of the name right now. I'm drawing a blank. Whisper, that's the word. So I don't have much left to do. Fingers crossed, we're nailing this thing, which, I mean, I knew I was going to. We've been doing good this year. We've been doing good getting all these done this year. So that is my Queen for this week. This next one, my sister had said she hadn't seen in a while. And I thought, well, let me pull that out and get this. And I was a little bit further done than I thought I was, so that was kind of cool. It is See You Later by Happiness. So that's the Happiness. It's 2 S's in that for nist. Anyway, this cat is just being crazy. Okay, so called See You Later. This I'm doing for the grandkids. And I am learning these new sayings as I go because I grew up my whole life only knowing see you later, alligator, after a while, crocodile. That's all I knew. So now I know. Well, I don't know. Look, I'm looking. Bye-bye, butterfly. Be sweet, parakeet. And what's the next one? Give a hug, ladybug is what I'm coming up on. The colors on this are beautiful. I love it. This is stitched on a 32 count opalescent. Look at the sparkle. Ooh, it's fun. I love doing this one. I love the colors. It is perfect. It is a perfect thing to be hanging like in the grandkids' room. Oh, this cat. I just want to pinch his ears. And you told me to pinch his ears. No ears are usually safe around me. All right, my next one that I stitched on is my Mill Hill Monday. So Autumn Harvest Squirrely is who I got here. And I am almost done with him. I thought I would get him done. I'm not. I have like 1 bead color left and then to knock him out. So maybe Squirrely will be done next week for you. We'll see. But yeah. The next one that I have is my Wicked Wednesday, and it is by Silver Creek Sampler, Flying Lessons. I know lots of people have done this. I am enjoying this stitch tremendously. I love the fabric that it was on. This is a kit that came last year, and I think it was last year. I'm not really sure when it came, but this is where I'm at. So I was working on the moon, really, and then I was like, okay, I want more progress than that. So I came down with the broomstick here. So I'll do a strand here and do work this way is what I'll do. So yeah, I love this Wicked Wednesday. These themes for the month are going to change going into 2024 and maybe even before 2020. I may finish them up these up this year. I don't know. I haven't really thought. My thought process is not really all the way there, but my thought process is there because everyone is thinking about 2024. I'm thinking about 2024 and trying to just get the little mice that are running around all in my head done to what I want to do. My next one, which is my Festive Friday, is Hands On Designs Boo Chockful. I'm just doing the pillow. And this is so close. You're going to be like, I really thought this was going to be a finish, but I just ran out of time. And all I have left to do are the Smyrna crosses. So it's not cheating, but it will be done next week. It sure will. But I mean, I feel like there's like, I don't know, a dozen Smyrna crosses, and I just did not have the time to keep stitching on it. So this beautiful piece will be done to show you next week. That's my stitching for this week. That is it. That's everything I got. This is my board put down. It's all I have for stitching wise. But I have other goodness to show you. So I am so excited. And my plans are at the end. So let's go through the haul and stuff. We'll talk about plans because I'm super excited about that. So one of the things I've got from my friend Mindy. Mindy has a Flosstube group called Mirror on the Wall, and Mindy is my mirror dealer. And I got my Mirabilia Santa. Is that what he's called? Yep, that's what he called, Santa. I got Santa. It's still in a plastic bag. I got the beads kitted up for it that I need. So this little guy is going to get added to my list, and he's not on the 2024 plans, but I had to have him because I get scared that some of those guys are just going to disappear, and I just can't have that. So my next piece is quilting, but it's a real quick quilting. If you do not watch Laura from Lala Stitches, she has a quilt channel, a quilt video, and a stitching video that she puts out every month. And she was doing a celebration, and it was for a quilt kit, and I joined because we all know I have fallen into the quilt world. Gabby came tap, tap, tap to say hi. So she was giving away this beautiful winter scene of quilts. I haven't dug it out of here yet, but it's a whole quilt, and I need to look at this pattern. I have only done 3-yard quilts, but I think this will move me along in my quilting skills. Beautiful. This would be a beautiful piece to sit out in the house during January. So I think I have found, just like I do on here where I like to do seasonal stitching, I think that is going to be the key for my quilting, and that is that I was dogging down and not finishing that last quilt that I shared with you, and I think it's because it wasn't in season. Summer had already left us, and I don't know. All right, another thing that I get, and I do not need to share it on here, but just if people are curious, I get the Sew Sampler box. They put a sticker right over top of it, but Sew Sampler box from the Fat Quarter Shop. I'm in that club. Like I said, not all the goodness, but I do want to share a tiny bit of goodness. This one, just to show you the color scheme, I think, upside down. I'm a hot mess today. Lighthearted. This is a cute little fabric line. And I think that I could pull this one off too. The thing that was in there. I have to close that back up. Sorry, a little bit. And one last thing of haul that I want to share that I am excited about, because I have been following this lady on Instagram or YouTube. And it is these felt, it's a felt kit. So I was like, it's already pre-cut. Yes, I know I have a Cricut. I could do this on my own, but I just wanted to dabble without like the total investment of dye. I mean, the dyes aren't really there. The Cricut can do that. But anyway, whatever. I just wanted to try it, and the sunflower sold me on it. So I want to make this little kit and see how that comes out. So yeah, maybe that'll be a fall kind of little project that I can do. Well, that is it. That is my haul. But I have 7 bags next to me full of like plans for the month of November. So yes, we're going to just kind of go into what plans are. WIPCO has been called. My call was, I didn't write it down, Mrs. Christmas Eve and Look for the Beauty. And then I am jumping on with Lisa with the Nora November. So I have a couple of my Noras out that I'm going to stitch on. I mean, I'm going to finish my queen, so that's going to finish in November. But I have a couple of Noras. I have a amazing Nora New Start that I'm doing that I'm so blessed to be able to give this chance to do. So let's show you what I have. Okay, first off, we're going to do my WIPCO. So WIPCO is Look for the Beauty. I did completely color change on this project in regards to some of my Victoria Sampler, is that what they're called? Victoria Motto Sampler threads that I had. So this is what Look for the Beauty looks like for Bent Creek. You'll notice it's kind of a cool tone. Well, I'm kind of a warm tone girl. And this is where I'm at. I would love for this to be a finish, but we'll see. I got to dig in a little bit so I can see the house. Basically, I'm sorry as I'm looking down. Basically, it looks like I have the house and some like little stars and the insides of the flowers. This should be a finish. So cheer me on for a finish for this. That would be amazing if that was a finish for this month. With WIPCO, it could be because for my WIPCOs, I like to do 500 stitches. Okay, so this next one is one of my, this is a Mirabilia, not a Nora. Nora Corbett and Mirabilia are the same, but it's one of my little ones. So this is Mrs. Christmas Eve. It's my other WIPCO call that got called. It is just on a 32 count. I didn't tell you the count of the other one. I'm sure it's 32 count. See, I just backtrack on you. 32 count almond milk by Grace Notes Fabric was Look for the Beauty. And then Miss Christmas Eve is 32 count dyed by me. And this is where she's at. She's so full of goodness and color. So yeah, she's my other WIPCO call. And she kind of fits into, surprisingly, my Nora plan. So here comes my others. I don't know if they're not all Noras, because I have a surprise one at the end. This one, I do not have a cover sheet to show you. I have a picture, pop it in here, of the queen. The retreat queen is what I'm calling her, from the Queen City retreat that I went to. So I'm going to pull her out. Got myself a Mirabilia Nora Corbett piece. So we'll work on that. This is on a 28 count Peaceful Purple. And that was so fun to do a little different. I am not go out on different limbs for colors. And I think that was a perfect segue in for me to try some other colors. The next piece is my Charlotte, which is another Mirabilia. I'm going to give some love to Charlotte because all I did at retreat was her hair. But I'm going to show you. So stitched on a 32 count Be Stitch Me, one on a Friday Night Fight Night, so it has no color name. But that's all I did at retreat, was just to do her as a start. So I want to get her out and get some more, maybe. I'm not going to push myself, but hair. We're going to just see what we can do in the hair. Get some hair and face in her, maybe. Fingers crossed, we'll see. The next one is, oh, this is pulling out. This is not a mirror. This is my Stitch a Day. I have, at the beginning of the year, I had slated out every single month something I wanted to stitch on and focus on for that month. So the focus for the month of November is this cute little I call him my mushroom guy, but he's not a mushroom. It's Shelter from the Storm by Scattered Seed Samplers. Look at that big mushroom. My grandbaby is so into mushrooms. She is so cute. She has mushroom stuffy that she just loves on. So this little guy is coming out. Hopefully he could be a push. He would be a very good push for, I had to look and find out where center was, or where what was up. So that is like the part of the mushroom. So don't know that he can get done in November, but never say never. But so when I call it a focus for the day, I stitch on him. I'll stitch on that one every single day also. I have 2 new starts to share with you. And the first one is the one I'm so blessed and grateful that I get the opportunity to stitch. And that is, I have a piece of paper in front of it. I just can't believe how lucky I am. So this is Tiger Lily by Nora Corbett. She gave her story at retreat of why Tiger Lily was so important to her, and it like sparked in me. Tiger Lily, for me, when we built the home that we live in now, this is it's like a new start for us also. As I'm gonna get into a little bit of stuff, I don't know, off of cross stitch into personal. So when my husband and I met, I had a home, so he moved in with me, but it always felt like it was just my home, and we were growing. So basically we decided to move back to his small town, which was only 25 minutes away, and built this home. And the first flower he planted was something he got from the lake cottage, not lake cottage, the lakes. We had a camper where we camped all season long, and when this would grow wild. So all this to tell you, he dug that up because that was something that we did together at the lakes, and he brought it here. So it was the first plant he planted here was our Tiger Lily. And when she gave her story about Tiger Lily being her restart, I was like, I have to find that and stitch it. I've been blessed with the opportunity to stitch this. This is a borrowed chart. It stays safe in its plastic bag. And I went through, pulled all the threads with my daughter, and we came to the conclusion, this is so wild for me. I am doing Cold Foam by Be Stitch Me. And this is what it looks like. Yes, she's gonna look so wild there and so beautiful there. I am stoked. All right, so that is where that is. And the last new start for me is a new start for the new grandbaby. So the new grandbaby, my daughter picked out a pattern. I think this may have to stay a secret. I'm not really sure. I'll double check, but I'm just gonna give you the fabric for right now. The fabric color is Queen Anne's lace. This is just a sample of it. So I was able to track some of that down. That is not easy to find. That is out of stock everywhere. I was able to track it down. I'm super happy about it. The colors that we're looking at for this one is right here. And yeah, so that'll be a new start too, because I really need that finished. Her pregnancy is blowing by this time. So probably because we have Ozzy to distract us. But anyway, that baby's going to be here. It's due in January, but it could come as early as December-ish. So everything's going great. She's just she's considered high-risk pregnancy because she had a C-section with Ozzy, and it will be a C-section with her next one. And it puts it at and that her C-sections are too close together. So that's what makes it high risk. So anyway, that is what I'm planning to stitch on in the month of November. I'm excited for the theme of Nora. I'm excited to be part of Lisa's Nora November thing. yeah, it's all the feels. I feel all the feels. So that is the stitching stuff. If you want to hear about personal life, please stick around. We're going to just roll into that. So off the front, I want to tell you the haunted house was such a success. I am going to pop pictures up here. We had probably approximately 2,000 again this year. The line was so long. Friday night weather was beautiful, and it allowed, that line was like an hour long all the time, but people hung out, they stuck it out, and they did it. Saturday was much colder and gloomier, but we stayed steady the whole time, so that's kind of cool. I hope you enjoyed those pictures of what it looked like on the inside. We had fun. I was wiped out come the end of Saturday night, just wiped out. Great success. Now it's the tear down. On Sunday, I did help my husband go out and tear down some of the stuff, but it will take probably a week-ish to get all of that tore down and stored and put back in place, and think about it for next year. So, but I want to share with you also Ozzy's little costumes for the weekend. So Lizzie had her in a couple different costumes. Her first one for day one was her ladybug. And this picture here, I do have permission to show little Sevy. Sevy is her second cousin. He come by to do the event. He loves Halloween, and he posed for a picture with little Ozzy, the ladybug. And then on Saturday, she was the mini hot dog with her dad, who was a hot dog also. That day, during the day, they had trick-or-treating in my addition for the kids to be able to come see the neighbors, and then it frees them up to go on a different day to go trick-or-treating somewhere else. So it's super cute. We love the little community we have here, and that was awesome in regards to that. She's so cute. For Halloween, so you're gonna get one more Halloween picture next week, but for Halloween, Ozzy is sneak peek. She's gonna be a little old lady. I don't have a picture to share with you, but I can't wait to show it to you. It's so cute. So there is that. That is we were full of busy and excitement this weekend, and we just I actually feel kind of nasally because I feel like I pushed it, but all is good, all is well. And I hope you stuck around, Amy. I'm gonna send you a message, Amy. Amy sent me a message. I just caught it on the corner of my eye, and I was like, oh, I meant to say that at the very beginning. Amy Loves Toads wants to know about this cross stitch piece, and I'm still digging for you, Amy. I have the information. I'm gonna pop a picture in here, but I couldn't find it on Etsy anymore or the website. It's a Russian designer, this little guy that I've stitched up. Maybe I'm gonna look and see if I have the pattern for you still, because I know I don't have a digital, but I don't know. I know that I printed it off, but it is a Russian designer. So hopefully I can find that for you, Amy. All right, sorry, that was out of context. But anyway, the last thing that I want to share with you is a strike update. So yes, Ford and Stellantis solidly have a strike. I am hearing through the rumor mills, as before I started recording this, that I have a tentative agreement also. I'm sure it's just a matter of rolling it out and getting the information presented. So we'll see. Fingers crossed. If I don't, I really firmly believe a tentative agreement will come through for this week, and all this will be behind us, and that makes a huge sigh of relief on my life. But right now I'm just trucking on and seeing what goes on. I want to close. Before I close, I do have a little selfish thing to ask. I would just ask that if you're watching this, especially on the day of Halloween as this releases, to just keep me in your thoughts. Send me a little nudge of positivity. Look, I'm turning red. Halloween is so exciting around here, and my husband loves to do the community work. Halloween, the actual day, is so hard for me. Halloween is when my mother died in 2017. That was the last day we spoke to her. That's the day she rolled in for surgery. She came through her surgery fine, but we never spoke to her again. She passed in her recovery ICU a couple days later. And then Halloween is the day in 2020 that my father passed. So as much as I try to like get all in and enjoy this season, and I do, the actual day can be super sad for me. So a little positive thought, a little nudge, if you were seeing this on Halloween, would be greatly appreciated. With that, I would love to end this so chippery. I'm sorry. So, thank you for stopping by this week. I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope November pushes into some beautiful fall for you, if that is the season you're in. or just a new bright new star beginning. So with that, I'm going to get out of here so you can get on to your next Flosstuber, please. So keep stitching, enjoy life, and I'm sending you so much love. Bye.